Hello, it's Lee Spirit here from mindfulnaturenut.com. And oh boy, Facebook was down all day today, which may have had some of you pulling your hair out and screaming. So today let's meditate on being mindful and present with negative emotions. We'll relax our emotions now here at peaceful Chefrin Lake along the Icefields Parkway, Alberta, Canada, a new hike I did this summer. In this exercise, I'll share how mindfulness can help you become however you want to be, rather than simply reacting to the stressors of work, lack of work, bad news in the world, and responsibilities. By now, you're probably feeling a little more comfortable with mindfulness practice, and you may also feel the potential of what mindfulness can do for you. For example, what would it be like if you weren't worried about work or a mortgage, or feeling overwhelmed all the time, or feeling tired from all of your chores and raising the kids, or stressed about the pandemic we're in? What if instead of feeling overwhelmed, bored, worried, or stressed, you were able to step back and say, "Oh, okay, that's overwhelm," or "Oh, okay, that's worry. Okay, that's just stress. I got this." Rather than saying, "I am stressed," rather than feeling as though you're in the middle of it all. Instead, just recognizing that, okay, that's a thought, or that's a feeling. For some of you, that may sound weird or crazy woo-woo, and you may well think, yeah, but you don't know my crazy situation. And you're right, I don't, and that sounds like something I might say about my own situation. But remember, it's really important to see that this practice of mindfulness takes time for change to happen, but change does happen. For people who are successful at what they do, it's a habit of a lifetime, or at least a habit of a good few years. We're not just talking about doing better at work or feeling less stressed. This is about living on your own terms. This is about choosing how awake and present you want to be for the life you're living right now. This is about enhancing your presence, your wisdom, your compassion, your kindness, and your effect on the world inside of you and outside of you to the absolute best of your ability. How do you want to be when you're older? Mindful. Every time you realize you're distracted and you're taking the time to acknowledge it, something is changing, not only in thoughts and consciousness, but also in the brain itself. If you experience stress, overwhelm, or anxiety a lot, then it will be really uncomfortable, and you'll probably want to get as far away as possible from it, and that's understandable. But it's also really important to acknowledge that you can't stop anxiety. Everyone's tried it, and it doesn't work. What you can do is develop a different type of relationship to it, where you eventually feel at ease with it, and potentially can even start to embrace it as a way of further understanding the mind. So as you move through your day today, remember that idea of being aware, simply being aware, being present for the sensations in your body. Whenever you remember to do this, it's quite an amazing thing because all of a sudden you're actually present. Again, it's as though you cut the negative feedback loop. You step out of the loop of thinking, which fuels the emotions of stress and overwhelm, and instead, you're actually present with your body and what you're doing. On the one hand, it's a very ordinary feeling, and yet on the other hand, it's an extraordinary feeling because we experience it so rarely. Just remembering to be present, simply being aware. Excellent. Well done. So to recap, if you experience stress, overwhelm, or anxiety a lot, then it will be really uncomfortable, and you'll probably want to get as far away from it as possible, and that's understandable. But it's also really important to acknowledge that you can't stop anxiety. Everyone's tried it, it doesn't work. What you can do is develop a different type of relationship to it, where you eventually feel at ease with it, and potentially can even start to embrace it as a way of further understanding the mind. So as you move through your day to day, remember that idea of being aware, simply being aware, being present for the sensations in your body. It can be extremely helpful to get outside into nature, like next to this lake, or a similar lake, a river, or a stream, or to sit on the earth with your back against a large tree. The earth and nature have many healing properties that can make you forget your troubles. I hope some of this has been useful for you, and thank you for your mindfulness. I wish you all the best in handling these negative emotions that we're all feeling a lot of as we navigate through the storm of this pandemic. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and head over to my website. The links are at the top of my channel, and read my many blog posts on negative emotions and dealing with stress. There's also a free report for you to grab there, and many blessings. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.